just going to crack on, okay? Get your necks up, you ready for that? Yes. Okay, bring it up,
Hi, everybody. I went through a breakup this year. Say, aw. Aww. Thank you so much. I'm not too sad to lose him. I didn't think that he was the one, but I did think he was my first ex-husband. And I say that because my dad's been married 4 times, so it's kind of like my family business to get married. You know? I kind of think no one told my dad he could just take a vacation, right? Like it didn't have to be a honeymoon every time. You could just go places. I read the study that said kids develop crushes on their parents because it's their first role model of the opposite sex that they have. And I thought about it and I was like, I don't think I ever had a crush on my dad. I'm pretty sure I always knew I was in it for the money. No, after 4 marriages, I don't know what money is left. I don't think my dad can help me pay for a first wedding, but I am hoping that he has a little bowl of rings I can just dig around, pick out what I like. My dad's doing this really interesting thing right now where he's talking about his 4th wife like she's a slice of pizza. He keeps going, I think I'm done after this one. Yeah, I hope so. This is a really expensive hobby. So rather than a divorce, I went through a breakup, or as my dad calls it, taking the easy way out. And there were a lot of signs this relationship wasn't going to work. Like we met on Tinder, which at the time feels like winning the lottery, and at this point I could definitely use the money instead. I would really like that. There was another sign, he was in a band. Okay. Why did I do that for 3.5 years? I don't know. He had this rule, he was like, I promise I will never fuck a fan. I was like, okay, you don't have any fans, so what's next? But what he didn't say is that he would never fuck the keyboardist in his band. Oh, that's a loophole, guys. Men are so smart. Beautiful minds, all of you. She wasn't just the keyboardist in his band, she was also my best friend. Ouch, right? But there was a sign that I couldn't have trusted her either, and that was that she used to cut her own bangs. Okay, and ladies know, you never trust a bitch who cuts her own bangs. Because if she'd do herself dirty like that, she'll get you. There aren't in any kind of band, I'm ashamed to tell you guys this, it's a pop punk band. Is anyone familiar with pop punk music? Okay, pop punk music is the blend of pop music and punk music and the distinct screech of an adult crybaby. That's what it all sounds like. The entire pop punk scene is just a bunch of dudes standing around being like, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. That's all of it. So I'm upset my ex cheated on me with my best friend, but when I think about it, he was just following the 10 commandments of the pop punk scene. You gotta do it. Which means that he'll cheat on his current girlfriend with someone he catfished from MySpace. That's his choice. Anyone want to propose to me right now? Cowards, all of you. Okay. That's embarrassing for you, but no, please make it cute after the show. I will be accepting all applicants. No need to worry about me. I'm definitely getting back out in the dating scene, partying again. I have decided moving forward, I'm probably not going to do cocaine ever again. I just don't. There's enough men competing to talk over me. I have to add it back into the mix. I did go on a date the other week, and I drove because I'm a gentleman, and when I went to park my car, the guy was like, oh wow, you can parallel park, that's hot. I was like, just wait till you see all the words I can read and write. I'm gonna blow your mind. hooked up with him. What are you talking about? Come on. Yeah, we hooked up, and he was like, I'm going to go down on you. And I said, yes, thank you so much. And he did, but then he proceeded to give me one lick. One lick, okay? One lick, like when the ice cream is melting onto the cone, and you're like, I got it. So he gives me one lick, and then he goes, are you good? I was like, if I'm a stamp, yes. If I'm a stamp, million! No, I'm pretty intimidated to hook up with new people right now, because hooking up with someone new feels like I'm inviting them to an escape room. You know what I mean? Where at first they're like, whoa, this is a fun challenge. And then once they get in there and they start gathering all the clues, they're like, oh, I'm not going to make it out of here in an hour, am I? Where's the panic button?